Good afternoon, Com636. I'm Christy Norton here today to talk to you about my technology assessment. Through working through my technology assessment, I came to realize there are three major aspects of digital technology that I use daily. One being my iPhone, one being my desktop and or laptop, and two being the radio. Today I want to talk to you about my iPhone. As I was working through this project, I came to realize just what a vital part of my iPhone had become in my world. I can remember getting my first smartphone almost 10 years ago. It was a small phone, but it did have internet access. It had a little keyboard that you could flip up and send text messages with and stuff. And that was really my journey into smartphones. It was small, compact, and sometimes I wish that was the phone that I still had because I feel like my iPhone is kind of big and bulky. But with my iPhone, there are apps to run every aspect of my life. I have text messaging apps. I have apps to check email, both personal email and work email, even school email. I have an app that allows me to track my children. Having boys that are teenagers and on the road, it's not always easy to call them because you don't want to distract them. So I can do find my iPhone and I know their approximate location. Um, it even gives me apps to do social media where I can Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram to stay in touch with family and friends and colleagues that are not here locally. But as I was working and thinking about all that I do with my iPhone, I came to realize that it is a huge part of who I am today. And I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Just not too long ago, this morning, I was out at the gym working out, and I came home, was working on my paper and getting my thoughts together for what I wanted to share with you about it. And I thought, oh, I've got to get a shower. I've got to fix my hair. I've got to do my makeup. I've got to look presentable. And I kind of chuckled for a moment, and I thought, wow, that's exactly the way social media is that I'm constantly viewing through my phone. And we have to look a certain way, we have to act a certain way, we have to make sure that every post is a perfect post almost. And sometimes I'm like, where's the reality of all of this? But um, like I said, I use my phone for a lot. And here recently, I've noticed that I've had an update on my Apple phone, and it's called Screen Time. And actually, my 15-year-old son said, "Hey, Mom, have you seen the new Screen Time snapshot?" And I was like, "I have," and it's really scary, almost what it reveals about us. The first time my Screen Time app came up, it comes up every Sunday morning, and it gives me a snapshot of what my usage of my phone has been for the week before. And it was saying that I averaged 5 hours a day on my cell phone. I mean, think about that. Out of a 24-hour span, I'm spending 5 to 5.5 hours on my phone, whether that's texting, answering phone calls, checking emails, even surfing the internet, social media. 5 hours. That's a huge part of your day when you think about 8 to 7 hours a day you're sleeping. So I mean, think about it. It's becoming a part of who I am. And I thought, whoa, maybe I need to slow that down just a little bit. Maybe I need to try to set my phone down and be more present when I'm doing things. And it really got me to thinking about my my basis, and is this making me a good person? Is this making me a better person? In some ways I like to think yes, because being a college advisor, I'm there, I'm able to answer my students at the touch of a button by checking email on my phone. But at the same time, is my phone becoming so much of who I am that it's keeping me from the walk with Christ that I really want to have? Exodus 20 verse 3 tells us Moses was commanded by God. The very first commandment was, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." And sometimes I feel like my phone is becoming what I worship, and it's becoming more of who I am than the actual person that I want to be. You know, we're warned in the Bible about money and how it can be evil, but I think the same is true with technology. We have to make sure we're not giving it a higher priority than we are with our relationship with Christ. Yes, my smartphone is great because it gives me an opportunity to stay connected, but I also realize I have to work to make sure that I'm staying just as connected as the one who created us. So again, there was a lot that I learned. It was a great experience, and thank you for letting me share.